Now, this was a big game for you guys. You didn't call it a must-win. I'm just wondering privately, how big was this for you guys to bounce back after the game in Orlando?
Yeah, I think we all kind of knew that we dropped one. Obviously, being up 16 on the road, you don't get many chances like that, especially in this league, how competitive this league is. And so we knew we dropped one. We knew that this game was going to be big, not only because we just lost, but we're playing a top 10 team in the country, a really well-coached team. And so for us, we just wanted to come out there with a lot of energy. And we knew if we played Kansas basketball, there's no team in the country that could beat us, and I think we did that today.
And the first half, how big was the guy next to you?
I mean, he makes all the plays. He can do everything out there on the floor. He's offensive rebounding, defensive rebounding, getting dunks, just getting putbacks. I don't think people realize how much he facilitates and just makes the offense go. So he was just doing a little bit of everything out there, and that's kind of what he's known for, and that's what he does for us.
And you tied your career high with 5 blocks. Was that something going in that you wanted to emphasize? Is that always an emphasis, or was it just right on those nights?
I feel like I might have had more, honestly. I feel like they might have shorted me a couple, but coaches definitely emphasized me trying to be more of a rim protector and just trying to alter shots. And I think just trying to be more aggressively defensively, taking some more risks coming over, and I think that helped us out a lot.
With Johnny making his second start tonight, what was what did he bring to the starting lineup?
Just a pace of just how fast he is. He can get off the break. You can throw him transition passes, and he's a guy you have to guard. He had a good night tonight, especially with confidence. We try to give him as much confidence as we can, and he's just a really good player for us when he's out there.
And KJ, just you on the offensive end, you took a jumper. You don't take a lot of jumpers. You made the jumper. How did that feel? And is that what you've been hoping for, is taking more jumpers as the season goes along?
Yeah, of course, especially when I had a pretty good start in the first half. I got a little bit more comfortable in taking those shots I usually don't take. But they all felt pretty good. Thought a bunch of them were going in, but now that I got a couple up, now I feel like I'll be more comfortable when I shoot them next.
Yeah, a lot of numbers to like on there, but when you look down and see 2 turnovers, what do you guys think about that number?
I feel bad that I was one of them. But I mean, we had coach was talking about, I think it was 35 points off turnovers the last 2 games before this, and so we knew if we're not turning the ball over and giving teams just fast breaks, it's really hard to score on us in the half court. And so I think we just if you go down there, get a shot every possession, defend and rebound, coach always says, that's the keys to winning right there. And so, when you give the opportunity for the opponent to only get 2 fast breaks, and you're shooting every other time, that's pretty good offense for sure.
KJ, I mean, obviously you want to emphasize taking care of the ball and not turning it over. Could you imagine those 2? I mean, that's
not really. That's kind of unheard of in basketball, especially when you play a 40-minute game. I think we just emphasized just taking our possession. We really didn't force too many shots this game, so I think that just goes to us just practicing and just kind of coming off that UCF game where we did have a bunch of turnovers. It kind of made some bonehead plays. So now I think since we got it cleaned up, I think we can start to see that more on.
KJ, you played all 40 minutes today and finished with another double-double. Just what was working for you today?
Just having a huge threat like Hunter under the paint. He attracts a lot of attention when he's down there when he has the ball, so that leaves a lot of dump passes that he can throw to me, and just hitting those floaters like I usually do helped me a lot, especially.
Hunter, there was that sequence in the second half where you and Johnny each got a dunk in transition, like one after another, and that really helped heat up the crowd and all that. Just how important was that run towards you guys eventually winning?
Yeah, it was big. The game was pretty back and forth for a while, only up 1 at half, and so trying to make those momentum swinging plays was big for us. On that one play, Johnny was instrumental because he's the one that tipped the ball for Kevin to go and throw it to me. And so, plays like that really energize, especially when you have a crowd like this in Allen. It can really, it's more than just 2 points out there for us. And so, if we can keep making those big time plays, especially when we're making our defense turn into offense, that's how we can be really successful and make big runs.
KJ, are you surprised at Hunter's blocks? Does he do that a lot at practice?
Yeah, of course. Coach has been emphasizing him to block and play defense a lot more than he's used to. So I think
They call me baby Elijah one back in the day.
so yeah, just getting him more aggressive all the time during practice, and it shows when he plays big games like this.
And what was the message at halftime? It seemed like OU played pretty well.
Coach just emphasized don't get comfortable. We in the first 5 minutes of the second half is always a big momentum point for us. So just really emphasizing that and coming to a really good start.
Hey guys, the way you opened the second half, I think 2 straight times you guys did the play at the elbow or Hunter screen for KJ. Had you guys done that combination all year, and have you even like practiced that with you too?
We haven't practiced that play. That's a play that we have, but we had seen how they guarded our first ball screen down, the first half down there, and because it's tough sometimes when the 4-5 ball screen. There's not a lot of 4s that can come off a ball screen, so especially when you set it that low, it makes for a real like confusion because you don't know if you're switching or if you can't really hedge too much because I'm so close to the rim, and we saw how they guarded that, and coach asked us if we wanted to run that kind of play with me and him. But when you have such a dynamic player like KJ, who you can't help, or you have to help because he's so good at the floater right there, that it gives me a chance to kind of get under the man and he can throw it over. So it was definitely planned for us to run it, and then we scored. So obviously I wanted to run it again.
Hey KJ, can we just get a sound bite on going to Stillwater? You got a big road swing this week, starting with Oklahoma State.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. Obviously, we're gonna have a good practice tomorrow and before we leave. So just making sure we don't drop another one. Of course, going over there when they have a good home environment. So just being prepared for the next thing because this conference is really tough.
Thanks, fellas.
Thanks.